Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the FigZero Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Dragon Shield Red Ranger from ThreeZero. And if you have been with me for any amount of time, you probably have an idea of how much I absolutely love the Dragon Shield version of the Red Ranger, and I have been waiting for this figure for over 6 months now because this was originally supposed to come out in August of 2021, and I'm just gonna say right now, totally worth the wait, and I cannot wait to talk about it. So let's get right into the review. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, ThreeZero absolutely killed it here, and I mean, it looks like a miniaturized adult in a suit, and that's awesome. Just really, they did a fantastic job, and you know, obviously there's gonna be a few differences here and there, just because when you try to make something into a action figure toy, you've got to change some stuff to make it work a little bit more and like maybe look a little more right, a little more stylized. Also, there are definitely differences between that and the Ace Toys ones that I reviewed last year. And I'm not going to compare them in this video, but only because I'm planning on doing an entirely separate video that's going to look at the two of them side by side. So stay tuned for that, and subscribe if you haven't, if you want to see that. And yeah, just they've done an absolutely gorgeous job here. The helmet looks great. It's just the colors really pop. They look great. I love the outlining here with the helmet. The visor shape is correct because you got the little point at the bottom. The shield looks absolutely gorgeous. I love this shade of gold. They just absolutely killed it. It even has just that little bit, like it's not uniform. There's little parts, kind of like on the actual costume, that kind of look a little bit worn, so you can tell it looks more like it's actual metal, and that I totally appreciate. Beyond that, like, silhouette looks really good. Again, it looks like a miniaturized adult. We look at the Morphin here, we get full details we would kind of expect at 1/6, so that is excellent. Let me adjust my lights a little bit here so I can see the close-ups a little bit more. Then we get to, I mean, obviously the suit's kind of basic, but yeah, they totally captured it. Boots look great. You get the black soles. You get the information on the bottom. Then the gloves, just really good details. Let me get the dagger. Oh, man, that came right off. That's a chance to look at the hand. And yeah, the hands look really good. So just like nice folds in the gloves, and even the seams are sculpted in there. It just looks really gorgeous. So I honestly cannot recommend this enough on the aesthetics front. So that's aesthetics. When it comes to accessories, we get everything that we would hope and expect to come with the Dragon Armor version of the Red Ranger. And yeah, so let's get right into it. And let's start with hands, just because that's the most of what we have here. And right off the bat, out of the box, we get fists. And again, we look at the details and the aesthetics, where they just have the really lifelike just wrinkles in the actual gloves. They got the seams there, just looks absolutely gorgeous. Then we get a pair of gripping hands, which is what we literally just saw. Then we get a couple open palms, look really nice, just nice relaxed pose hands. And then finally, we get the two hands for using the dragon dagger. And again, really well done. Just those extra details with the gloves just really bring it to life. So just absolutely fantastic. Then we get, set them up a little bit here, get obviously the weapons. So we're gonna start with the power sword. Looks absolutely great. The paint is super crisp on this. You can even make out the T-Rex on the coin on the power sword. The flourishes just look fantastic, and just really great sculpt all around. Only thing I really noticed is they kind of accentuated this cut here, which is there on the actual model. Just usually, I don't think it's quite that visible. I know it caught my eye when I took it out of the package. And you don't have the black lines in the blade itself. So there's that. Then we get the dragon dagger, and absolutely gorgeous. The gold totally pops. That emerald green just really draws the eye. Just really well done. Again, paint super crisp. Silver just as good as everything else. So yeah, just fantastic piece of work. And then finally, we get the blaster. And again, all the paint's there. You can even make out the word Power Rangers out on the barrel here. all the details are there, even the T-Rex face hidden in the part right here. Not only that, but okay, so you've got folded mode right now. This actually converts. So you can bring that down. Now you have blaster mode. And then you can even go into, and I'm actually going to, because this is kind of difficult to do. I can't get my fingers in there, but I go very, very carefully with an X-Acto knife, kind of come in to the tip here. Oh, I'm gonna lose my blade. There we go. And bring that out. And then you have dagger mode. And that's really cool. That's a just fantastic touch. And that's even painted as well. Like, look at that. Just absolutely gorgeous detailing, and cannot recommend it enough, certainly on accessories. So there they are. The articulation here is just so good. And obviously you can't see it all because we are covered in soft goods. But you can actually feel everything as you're articulating it, and that goes a long way to helping actually like get it into various poses. So starting from the top, we have double ball joints from what I gather. So one in the helmet, one at the base of the neck, and we got just crazy motion here. So we can go down that far, can look up really well. Actually, we're hindered a little bit. It does want to come back because of the stretchiness of the spandex, so something to be aware of, but we get some absolutely wonderful tilt. Then we come down to the shoulders, and I think we have a little bit of a butterfly, not much, but it kind of feels like it's there. And then you can feel that there's a bicep swivel here. We are hinged on the arms, so we can come up to about there. Got to be careful with the armbands, like, as I'm sure you would imagine. Then we are double jointed on our elbows, so we're coming to about there. We come to our wrists. We're on kind of a ball type joint, but we do need to be careful of, if I can get this to focus. There we go. They kind of sculpted it so the bracer part of the glove kind of comes over it a little bit, and that can be a little obnoxious. So you got to rotate that with the glove as you're kind of moving around. But you can get some up and down as well because of the joints we have under there. And let me see if I can show you for a second. Oh, there we go. When you remove the hands, also be careful because this is what the joint looks like. The back peg is going to pull out, and getting the hand out is actually a little bit harder. You got to kind of twist it a little bit. It's not gonna fit. There we go. So it looks like that. So something to be careful of. They hold really well. It's just, yeah, when you pull it out, it is gonna come out. The entire joint is going to come out. Then we get to the torso, and we have a ball joint both here at the diaphragm and the at the waist. So we're gonna get this really nice crunch. Shield doesn't really hinder it all too much. And then we're gonna get some really nice back. Then come down to the hips, and we're coming out with our kicks, and obviously trying to be careful because I don't want to tear anything here, but I mean, we're pretty much in full split territory. You can absolutely get some fantastic kicks out of that. And we do have a thigh swivel. We have double jointed knees, which are gonna bring us to about there. You can hear some creaking. No boot cut, but that's because the feet themselves do rotate. My lights are a little extra bright here tonight, so I apologize for that. So you get your rotation there, and then you're gonna get some pretty decent point. Again, they kind of sculpted the this part just a little bit lower than I think would really allow for too much movement, and so you're not gonna get too much forward. But you do get some nice rocker, so you get to about there and out to about there. So that's articulation. Kicking off size comparisons, here is the ThreeZero Dragon Armor Red Ranger with the rest of my Dragon Armor Red Ranger collection. As you can tell, I really love this version of the character. Here he is with a couple Lightning Collection monsters, as well as some other recent big boys released from both Marvel Legends and NECA. Here he is with some other imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an Articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on the ThreeZero Dragon Armor Red Ranger figure is that it's just such a good figure, and I'm gonna admit right off the bat, as you can probably tell, I'm a little biased. I love this version of this character. I will buy anything I can get. I think I'm only missing a couple pieces out there in my collection, including the Ranger key that has that. So yeah, I am totally biased here, but I think this is phenomenal. And again, keep an eye out because I will be doing a comparison video between this and the Ace Toys one that came out the other year. So you'll be able to see them side by side and kind of make the decision for yourself. But beyond that, I'd absolutely recommend this. This was originally just supposed to be 1,000 pieces, then they upped it to 1,500. And so it's been available on Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, all your local comic shops, which is really cool. And from what I see, it's still up on Big Bad Toy Store. So if I find it available online on any major retailer, I'm going to put it in the description below. So please check that out if you're interested. And yeah, I guess beyond that, thank you so much for watching. If you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and/or sharing. And beyond that, I will have other ways to support the channel in the description below. Not limited to, I recently just set up a Patreon. I found out I need to actually be making about $7 a month to pay for Vimeo to put videos up on the channel as well. So, I mean, please check that out. I obviously have nothing up as of the recording of this video, but I'm hoping to put stuff up soon. So that will happen. But yeah, there's other ways as well, musicians, so there's music and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna bore you with the details. You can check it out for yourself down there. And yeah, ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, simians.